I know, we're all tired of hearing about it at this point. Still, looking at the numbers, COVID-19 is still as prevalent as ever. We're testing much less and way fewer people die from it thanks to vaccines, but the healthcare systems are still as strained as ever in almost any country you're looking at. Given that the infamous wave of lockdowns happening all over the world in March of 2020 was almost 2.5 years ago at the point of this recording, enough time has passed to look back at this eerie point in our lives and reflect on what the actually happened back then. Jeremy Farrar is a British medical researcher and director of the Wellcome Trust, a charitable foundation focused on health research. He was also previously a professor of tropical medicine at the University of Oxford, so overall a respected and well-connected figure within the British science community. This book is his chronological retelling of the happenings surrounding SARS-CoV-2, from the earliest reports in December of 2019 up to the book's publication in May of 2021. Reading this now, 2 years later, can send chills down your spine, as it's a throwback to a time that seems almost too surreal to really have happened. This book is written from a British perspective. It mostly talks about the many wrongdoings that Boris Johnson did in the early phases of the pandemic, from a delayed lockdown that cost thousands of people their lives, to underfunding the UK's national health services, up to downplaying the risk of the disease itself. Farrar lifts the curtain of what really happened behind closed doors in these early months of 2020, and it's a fascinating report if the topic itself is still of interest to you. I will give it 4 stars, as it starts off very strong but is losing a bit of steam in the later parts. Maybe one day we will have an updated version with new investigations being conducted by leading experts and new scientific discoveries coming to the light of day. The mainly UK-centric focus makes it a little bit less accessible to people living in other countries, but the overall excellent retelling, especially that of the early reports coming out of China by the end of 2019, makes this still an interesting book. To see more book reviews like this, check out this playlist right here. Thank you and see you next time. Ciao.